So McKenna, what movie were you watching?
I was watching SwearNet.
Swearing at what's that?
So ooh, you're about to get me started. If you've seen Trailer Park Boys, which is my favorite show, it's basically like the cast of Trailer Park Boys, except that they're like trying to like get a deal with like a TV show, well, TV station. My bad. And they're just like trying to get like a deal, and it's about like racing and shit. It's pretty cool.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, sounds like the worst movie ever created.
you know what's the worst movie ever created?
These nuts.
Yeah.
Got him.
So.
Sounds fun. Okay, lights are active. It's a little bright, but
Let me see if this will work.
my face doesn't just look like a complete and utter shadow.
Are you still drinking?
No.
Then what's in the cup?
What's in the cup?
Ginger ale. Ginger ale.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
It's a lie and a half.
gin with ginger ale in it.
And gin. Yeah. Oh, so but off topic, I came up with the new. Well, my dad came up with the drink actually, and they did it in Florida.
Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Honey, you want to start this thing before she goes into a whole story?
I figure you guys would talk a little bit, and then I'll interrupt like I always do. But if you want me to just start, I can just start.
Well, she's about to go into a full story, so.
No, you've ruined it. I'm just gonna start it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 5th episode of Young, Dumb, and Confused. It's me, your boy, Hunter Van Houten. Today, we're gonna be talking about the movie White Chicks, some weird news with UFO talk, and the time has finally come with the release of Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe finally happening? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it won't happen. But without further ado, here are my two zealous hosts, Sean Berger and McKenna Borth.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Can you define zealous for me?
I could have like 10 minutes ago when I looked at a list of adjectives. Hold on. It's nothing bad. It's only good things, of course. Duh. Let's
Okay,
see
sure.
here.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. No, I swear.
This is the man that did the SAT word of the day when he was in high school, and he can't even define zealous, and he said
I
it
know.
about
It's
us.
fucking up.
What the hell, Hunter?
Because
Avid,
isn't like
dedicated,
zealot?
earnest, fanatical, impassioned,
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah, because
There you
isn't
go.
a zealot? Isn't that somebody that like is super
Something like
fanatical about a certain situation?
Normally, you talk about zealot prophets and stuff like that. So, like crazy people normally. Well, having technical difficulties over there. Borf, say something.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? No, I'm actually making sure you guys can hear me okay, because like
No.
I'm like for okay.
No.
Great.
Nice.
That's always fun.
So do we need to start over? Or?
No, we're good. No.
Oh my god, Sean ruining everything already, and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah,
What the
look,
fuck?
listen, I'm not the most tech savvy, and I absolutely destroyed my microphone. So
Oh my God, Sean,
it's
maybe
fine.
you're the boomer. Did you replace Hunter as the honorary boomer?
No, because I'm still more tech savvy than Hunter.
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
I highly doubt that.
Really? Mr.
Name
Mac?
one thing. Yeah, so?
Name
What does that have
one
to do with
thing.
anything?
Name one thing. What thing are you describing?
Just name a thing.
A Ryzen 3600.
Yep, better than you at that.
Okay, sure.
Yep. Name something else.
What is a Ryzen 3600, Hunter?
It's a graphic card
That's actually not.
or a fan.
It's really not. You really tried.
I don't know, man.
It's a CPU, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Duh.
Graphics card. That's a GPU versus CPU. Yep, same thing.
Make sure when you edit that you just voice over me saying CPU,
Yeah.
and then I'll look cool.
Got you.
No, don't do that. Don't make him
There
look
we go.
cool. Make me look cool.
Cool.
Of course I wouldn't do that. McKenna, you
That's really hard to make you look cool.
McKenna, you were
Hey.
mentioning something about a story that you had.
Oh, so yeah, I had a story. So, my dad came up with a drink, and I tried it, and it's fucking amazing. So we came up with the Borf Passion. That's, in case you didn't know, Hunter said it earlier. Borf is my last name, and the Borf Passion is gin and Sprite or ginger ale. Like that wasn't already a thing, but we just gave it a name.
I was gonna say that definitely has been a thing
But
for
like,
many years, but that's cool.
I don't. It's pretty good. I mean,
It's a family thing now.
I'm like 4 cups in.
She's like 4 cups in.
Not actually, no.
Send me one of those.
I feel like that's actually 100% true. You are, in fact, 4 cups in.
Nah, I'll probably add like 2 more to that. She's probably like 6.
6? Really?
Yeah.
No, probably.
She's the devil, so 666.
You're making me. No.
No, she's Jod.
I am Jod.
She is
Why do you think
Jod.
I survived a car wreck last time? I'm Jod.
She's the devil in disguise.
The Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah.
Do
Actually,
you wear Prada?
me?
Yeah.
No. I
No.
The other person that we were describing as the devil and
I don't wear Prada. In this household, we wear Juicy. So if you see the devil wearing a tracksuit, that's me.
I have a
Juicy
question.
tracksuit. Yes.
What the heck is Prada? I'm assuming it's a brand?
It's like a designer brand, yeah. They make like perfume, purses, and like just clothes. I don't know. I don't like it personally.
Don't they make shoes?
Yeah, I'm more of a Juicy person or a Versace person. So
Okay, then.
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I wear? Kohl's. I wear Kohl's brand.
I was gonna say J.C. Penney's $10 t-shirts.
I mean-
That's what it's all about, buddy.
I mean, if we're talking
The
about
cheaper
clothing,
the better.
if we're talking about like brands that we wear, I usually wear Dolls Kill, or I wear like Zoomy shit.
What? What did you
Dolls
just call
Kill.
me?
Expensive taste.
Dolls Kill. You ever heard of that? It's like
Yes.
a little clothing boutique I always buy from, but it's getting a lot of hate right now, so I'm kind of ashamed to buy
I
for
wouldn't
it.
call it a boutique.
It's like a punk.
It's literally, it's like an emo buy your fishnets website.
Gotcha.
But it
you-
defines me
yeah.
perfectly. So
So before COVID, were you an online shopper, McKenna?
yes, I was. Yes.
Hunter, were you an online shopper, or were you someone that's like, I just got to go to the store?
I enjoy going to the store because I'm like a looker. I'll like just walk around and look at stuff. Kind of online shopping takes away the fun of that. But I mean, I've done both for like ever,
Right.
so I mean, nothing really changed with the whole COVID thing happening. But
I think
yeah, I mean, I do both.
I think I'm the same way as you, Hunter, where I would prefer to be someone who just goes to stores and looks around and goes, oh, this is cool. Oh, that's cool. I feel like when I look online, it's like, man, this is bland. It's website after
Yeah,
website.
I'm a big mall walker. Like I love going to the mall and just walking in and out of stores. And then maybe I'll go back to one later, but normally I don't know. I don't normally buy too much stuff, but it's always cool to like see all the
Oh, I
things I could buy if I had money.
ask Hunter. Hunter can vouch. Hunter can vouch for this. I shop and I buy whatever the hell I see, and I'm like, okay, it's mine. Like the last time we were at Zoomies together. Pretty great.
Yeah, she just it's like I'm buying things and no one can stop me.
With what money is my question?
The school,
She's loaded, I guess.
the school's money.
What do you mean the school's money?
I mean,
Is
I've
this
had a
money that's
refund.
supposed to go towards your tuition?
I mean, I graduated, so like, does it really go towards my
That's
tuition?
fair. That's fair. I can't argue that point, McKenna. Are you done with finals?
Interesting.
No, I have E&G tomorrow, and then I'm done.
Oh yeah, I forgot about ENG. Yeah, we both have that tomorrow. I've got 2 tomorrow, and they overlap. That's the great part.
Great.
One final is from 12 to 2, or no, 12 to 2:45, I think, or something like that. And then the next one is from 2 to 3:45.
Oh
So
my
it's like
God.
a 45-minute gap that it's completely overlapped. I'm like, oh well, guess I got to figure it out. And
What
then I was
classes-
also,
Just get it done early.
yeah,
Duh.
it's ENG and then audio production. So
Oh, audio
it's not
production
too
should be
difficult.
easy.
Yeah, they're not gonna be hard at all. I'm gonna finish the
No.
ENG in like 10 minutes. That's what I normally do.
For those of you who don't
So,
know,
why are you
E&G is
complaining then?
photojournalism.
Yeah, it's photojournalism through broadcast is the name of the course. It's basically go out and learn how to shoot an over-the-shoulder camera. That's all it is. even though we don't really do over-the-shoulder shooting. We use a tripod, but yeah, that's beside the point. So why am I complaining? I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying that the scheduling's dumb. The scheduling conflict is dumb.
Sounds like you were complaining.
Nah,
for no reason.
because the school sets it, right? The school sets the final schedule, and
I don't know if they necessarily did this semester.
no, they
but
did.
I
This
know what you're
semester.
talking
They
about.
did this semester as well, because
Really?
yeah, because
all my finals were just like, all right, we're gonna open them up. You have all week to do it. Just get them done.
oh no,
And it's like, okay.
we had a class with Stidman yesterday, Studio Production 1, that was at 8 a.m. And if you think Stid's waking up at 8 a.m. by choice, yeah, you're crazy.
Wait, did you meet with
8 a.m.?
Did you meet with him through Zoom or something so you could take attendance or some shit?
No.
That's what we did for. That's what Hunter and I did for Carrie's class. She was like, "All right, I just want to see if you guys are here,"
News writing.
and we're like, "We're here."
Yeah. And then I finished that final in like 10 minutes and went right back to bed.
That's what I did.
Exactly
Actually, no, I didn't go to bed. I cleaned my room. I didn't even.
Dirty boy.
Yeah.
When's your last day on campus, Hunter?
Friday.
Friday. Are you excited to be done?
Yep, December 11th.
Yeah, then he gets to come see me.
I have been excited.
Oh, you're coming up.
I'm coming to see you tomorrow.
Oh, you're coming up to Indy?
Yeah, I'm gonna come up tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow and do
Oh,
stuff.
That's so sweet.
Maybe we'll stop by if you're not doing anything. I guess tomorrow afternoon or evening.
I am doing finals, but then after that, I think I'm free. Yeah,
Cool.
so
We'll figure something out
guys
then.
are
Double
more than
date.
welcome to come over.
They can be our designated driver, so we can get just wasted.
No, I've been wasted. I've been wasted for like the past day. I don't know. That sounds horrible. I'm not an alcoholic.
So you're gonna
No, I'm not an alcoholic.
you're gonna let me come visit and then just not even drink with me?
I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
Or maybe have like
Rough.
1 or 2 beers, but like we can't play trivia
Nope,
like we
nope.
usually do, which sucks.
No, that's true.
Sure we can. We'll find trivia.
I don't think there's any trivia near us. We're
Wait,
pretty- What?
You're in Indy. There has to be trivia.
There's
It's
probably
Thursday night.
something. It's Indy.
We'll find something.
Excuse me. There's a cute little coffee shop we can go to in Broad Ripple called Books and Brew, where you just sit.
You want
and
to
you
go
eat
to
co-
Broad Ripple?
Oh, I was there Tuesday and it was so fun.
It's like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, but like if you put
Wow.
your heart and
That's
soul
true, I
into
don't
it,
like to drive.
it's like 15
Yeah.
minutes.
You put your heart and soul and a lead foot into it, and it's like 10 minutes. I mean, what's the
Yeah,
issue?
you know.
That's fair.
But yes, I am ready to leave. I'm an RA, for those who are not aware, so I have to stay on campus until everyone moves out, and there are people staying all winter break, so I don't get to leave early. But I guess I get to leave early because it's like a 5-hour drive for me to get home. So my hall coordinator is always like, you can just leave early since, I don't want you driving into the night. And it's like, perfect, I get to go to Indy sooner. But I'm not going to tell her that.
That's great. So you're coming to
that's
Indy on
cool.
Friday?
Yeah, I'll be stopping there as
Okay.
well on my way home. So tomorrow and Friday, I will be in Indianapolis.
So this goes back to the question about shopping in store or shopping online. McKenna,
Yes.
do you use Circle Center Mall or Greenwood Park Mall?
I prefer Greenwood because no offense to Indy, Circle Center is a little unsafe.
Yeah, it's not
especially with
great.
everything going on.
It's
so
not great. Yeah,
and
the-
they've
Yeah.
closed down a majority of the stores because of all the riots and stuff happening
That-
in June.
that doesn't surprise me at all. The riots are
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Mine and Kirsten's 1-year anniversary was last Friday, and we went out
Nice.
to the east side to the fairgrounds to see Christmas lights because that was what we did on our first day.
Is that free?
No,
Is that free to get in?
It's like $7 a person, and the wait was outrageous. We waited like 2.5 hours to see like
Holy shit!
30 minutes worth of Christmas lights.
Do you guys like drive through it?
Yeah, it's just a drive-through thing at the state fairgrounds, but by the
How much was it?
it's like $7 a person.
Oh, that's not
It wasn't horrid. The price wasn't bad. It was just the wait that was outrageous.
Well, everyone wants to see Christmas
Yeah.
lights. What else can you do, really?
When we left, the spot that we entered from had a sign up that said 3.5 hours from this spot to see Christmas lights.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, "Who's waiting?" And it was already like 9 o'clock. I'm like, so basically, if you're here right now, all these people that are in line right now, you're not seeing Christmas lights until 1 a.m.
No.
Yeah, it's worth it. Just make sure bring some drinks and dinner with you, I guess.
Wait,
Well,
so,
yeah, that's
wait,
what we did.
Sean, did the lights like flash at all?
Yes, you would. You can't do it. Absolutely not. You cannot do it.
Fuck. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wear a blindfold.
We actually.
I'll tell you what the lights look like when I go through.
We actually talked about doing about you during it because of like you could tune your car radio to a certain station and it plays the music and the lights flash to the music. And I just looked over at Kirsten. I'm like, McKenna couldn't do this. There's no.
For those
way.
of you who don't know, I have epilepsy, so I'm very fun at raves. If it wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
She is the carpet at raves.
Yeah,
People just step on her because she's on the ground.
People are like, I like your moves, man, and I'm like, thanks, bro.
She's really good at that
Yeah,
worm
you're convulsing.
move.
Yeah.
Actually, before we get into
God,
stuff,
that's
I have a Tinder.
horrible.
I have a
That's
Tinder
so-
story, real quick. I have a very
You have
bad
a
Tinder
Tinder?
story. I do have no. Okay, back in my prime time, I had a Tinder. So, in my bio, it was nothing, but it said epileptic, so I'm fun at raves. And this guy was like, "Yeah, we should go to a rave sometime. Heard you're epileptic, so you must be good at dancing." And I was like,
I don't think you understand what this means.
I don't know. I don't think you understand. The poor dude was trying to get me to go to a rave,
Yikes.
and I was like, nah, I don't think so, Chief.
This is a man that caught on to one word, didn't understand anything else of what you wrote, and was just like raves. I heard she likes raves.
Basically.
Like dudes be trying way too hard. I feel so bad for girls that have to put up with it.
Oh, trust me,
That's not
it's
fair.
bad.
What? Why isn't that fair?
Because I mean, I don't know. Guys can put in a lot of effort and then like not get anything out of
Oh,
it.
100%. I agree.
Okay.
I agree with
I was gonna
that.
say, it sounded like you're just shitting on all guys, and it's like,
No, it's the few guys that are horrible that make the rest of us that are actually decent look bad.
Not all
I
men
guess
are
that,
trash.
yeah,
You
goes
right.
both ways.
Juhan wouldn't treat me this way.
Don't treat me this way.
Okay.
I don't know. So
Oh my
far,
God.
I guess Hunter isn't that bad. He
Hunter's not
showed me
bad?
differently. No, Hunter's not bad.
No, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Don't lie to the people.
He's horrible.
Listen, Hunter seems that bad.
Yeah.
I did.
Fuck shit
I'm
up.
I
sure
had
if
to
we got
babysit him.
Kirsten on here, she'd tell me how horrible I've been in the like half a month that she's been living here. So
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm a horrible roommate.
Well, you probably smell bad.
I probably do. You've told me that I smell bad like a couple times, but I never know why.
I just like saying it because that makes people think. Because then there's like, wait, do I?
You're
And
such
no,
an
normally
ass.
you don't. But
Oh my
it's
god. No,
funny.
it's not. Okay, Hunter. So next time I see
worry
you,
about it.
next time I see Hunter, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Hunter, you smell," and he's gonna be like, "No, I don't," and he's actually going to.
I'll just Febreze, everything.
What?
Yeah, like you
I'll
always
Febreze
do.
your nose
You
so that way
sinner.
you smell better.
Jokes on you. I can't smell, but I can taste.
Oh, you got COVID or something?
No, okay, so a few weeks ago, like I could not. I'm pretty sure I did, and then like all of a sudden my taste came back, but like I can barely smell stuff.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah. So coronavirus is a hoe. So
Jesus Christ.
if my smell doesn't come back, it's because of that. But I can taste. I mean, I can smell a little bit, but I can't smell all the way. So, but I can taste. So I guess that's cool.
Do you have like a cough or soreness or anything like that?
No.
Oh. Well, okay then. Then I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
So you want to talk about white chicks?
White Chicks. The movie White Chicks. What a flick.
Okay, so you kind of described it last week. For those that didn't tune in last week, you want to describe it again, McKenna?
Yeah. So White Chicks is basically if you haven't seen have you guys seen Scary Movie or like
Yeah.
God so it's by the Wayans brothers and they're two FBI agents who got fired from their job and essentially they're for their last like mission or whatever they're told to go to the Hamptons to help out the Wilson sisters, Brittany and Tiffany Wilson, and when they get into like a car wreck or whatever, the Wayne bros, or in this movie Kevin and Marcus, take the place of the Wilson sisters and like just go ham at like all these like different like stuff. And I don't know. I don't want to give it all away. I kind of want Sean to like and Hunter to like give like their thoughts on it.
Yeah. Paint the picture.
It's just overall, it's one of my favorite movies. So
Had you seen it before this, Hunter?
No.
Okay, so what did you think?
Definitely worth all the hype. I mean, I'm always a Wayne Brothers fan, so it's definitely up there and like probably one of the best comedy movies made in the last 20 years. But it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't know. What did you think?
The glaring problem that I saw with it was just the prosthetics that they used.
yeah.
Like I get why they had to use them because it's obvious. Like you're getting two African Americans to play two pasty white chicks. So like the prosthetics were necessary, but it was like this glaring hole in the entire movie for me, and I was just like, I was watching this going, what am I watching right now?
The best part about that,
basically like Big Mama,
basically,
right.
but the best part about that was when the girls were like, "Well, you guys got taller," and it's like, "Oh my god, is it like?" I know it's obviously like they're gonna act like they don't know, but it's
Right.
like, really, guys.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
It just throws that like, does everyone believe it? Because obviously these are like fake disguises, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's like either everyone believes it fully or everyone doesn't believe it fully, and it's like they were pointing out some flaws but not all flaws, and it was back and forth for me as far as the prosthetics go. I thought the comedy in the movie was just incredibly funny.
Okay, good.
Well, I think it. When you look at it more in the way of it being a spoof movie of Big Mama or Big Mom's House, whatever, you kind of look at it that way because I think that's more what it was. Is they're like making fun of all the movies that try to pull off the disguise thing.
Right.
So
Well,
And
I
that
don't know.
very well could be it.
Because like I think it's like a way like they're making fun of the rich. It's like I don't want to say like eat the rich, but like eat the rich in a way. Like it kind of shows like the perspective of like, I don't know. Like do you get where I'm getting at, Sean? Like how they're like it depicts like rich people, how like they actually act compared to like people that are like in the middle class.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming at there, where they're trying to you make that comparison, but I think it was played up quite a bit, and I thought honestly like their roles as the two white chicks was very funny, and there was a certain point where like the conversations they were having with the two white chicks, the Wilson sisters, they actually ended up like picking up on their wordage, some of the words they use, some of their attitudes that they use, and it's like for FBI agents, it made perfect sense because that's what you would have to do if you wanted to go into disguise. Obviously, it wouldn't be two males that would play two females in the FBI, but you know, maybe in today's day and age, you never know.
The best part about that entire movie for me was Terry Crews. I love him. He's one of my favorite actors, and just like it just pulled off perfectly.
He's a national treasure. Everything he's been in has been so good, and he's got such a nice like backstory, like life in real life. I don't know if you've ever seen any of that or heard him speak. I mean, it's really powerful.
Yeah, he talks a lot about the abuse that he went through when he was a child, and how it kind of affects him even to this day in his own personal life. And it's very encouraging to see that there's someone out there willing to speak up for not just himself, but all people that are
100%
going through those same situations. But yeah, I loved him in the movie. He took a role that I didn't expect him to take, with this like bravado, this like rich person of just absolutely going after this random white chick. And they said one of my favorite lines in the movie. They called him Buffy the White Chick Slayer.
Oh my god,
which is
it's
just
so
incredible.
funny.
Yeah,
it's just absolutely incredible because it not only does it play up to the fact that Terry Crews is just a huge human being. It's also alludes to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I love, and just the fact that he has this fiction with white chicks for some reason.
One of my favorite scenes in that movie is like whenever they're at the beach and Marcus is like, "Oh, what a beautiful sunny day! Oh my god!" And Terry Crews is standing right over him, saying, and he's like, "Easy there, child." It is so funny.
I've seen the scene where he is singing in the car about 1,000 times, but never knew what it was from.
Oh, Vanessa Carlyle.
Yeah, I've never known what it was from because I've just seen that scene and I'm like, oh, I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine and I assumed it was from that because it's kind of like a comedy thing, and I was like, yeah, I guess it wasn't from that, and then I watched this and was like, there it is, I found it, I found the source.
Finally,
You're welcome.
after years of searching, the scroll of truth.
You're welcome.
It was always white chicks. Just yeets the scroll.
Always has been.
I'd like to say the fashion in that movie. Oh my god, early 2000s fashion is my aesthetic. I'm actually, don't be surprised if you see me in Evansville, which is a city in Indiana, pulling up in early 2000s fashion, because I'm just letting you know right now. You're about to be like, oh, yep, that's Makenna.
But why?
I feel like you would totally wear anything Paris Hilton would wear.
Honestly, I would. That's like my new aesthetic.
Just Paris Hilton.
Cool.
I love her.
Yeah.
Just early 2000s Paris Hilton. That's gonna be.
Yes, I love her.
Jesus Christ. That's so bad. I don't think that should be your role model. I'm gonna be honest.
No, she's not. But like, I like her style.
Okay, that's fair.
So.
Style model.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. If anything, you can have a style model, an aesthetic that you want to go for, which, I've been telling people that, like, if I could ditch my wardrobe, just ditch everything in my closet and start from scratch, I would love to do that. Just to mess around and find out what I look good in, what I don't look good in. But
if you could pick like a fashion sense, what would it be?
What's stopping me, Hunter? I'm gonna answer Hunter's question because Makenna's a little more in depth. Money.
Meh.
Money.
Just steal your clothes. You can be intuitive. Come on.
I'm not gonna go out there and steal clothes to
Why not?
I don't know. Why would I?
You can make a YouTube channel out of that. I don't know.
Yeah, incriminating myself by stealing clothes to find.
Yeah, but your face is always pixelated, so no one knows who you are.
My face is always pixelated. Okay, that's fair.
Always.
That's fair. I guess that's not horrible. What's stopping me? I don't know what style I like. I really don't. I go back and forth. I really like dressed attire, like formal attire, like suit, jacket, blazer, stuff like that. Like what we would wear on newscast. I really like looking that sharp, but it's also a pain in the butt to look that good.
I will say I am definitely a guy that wishes like it was still the 1920s and you had to wear a suit every day. But also doing newscasts for the last 3 semesters, I'm also like, I hate wearing suits. And the ties always choke me. I need to get like different neck sizes or some shit for my dress shirts because it's no bueno. It's all just like so many numbers too. Like who knew there were so many different sizes?
Oh my god, it's so bad.
do.
I think if I had to choose a style that I could like go back, sorry to interrupt you. I think I would do MySpace era scene because I've always wanted my hair to be like that. And you can ask Connor. I talked about him to this earlier. I want my style to be like how they would dress, like the shitty like raccoon hair, with, like all like the.
I don't know what you're referencing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Really? Oh my god, you should look it up. It's like that's what I wanted to be in middle school.
You said MySpace era, and I was thinking like futuristic, but I am now like remembering that MySpace was a thing, and. Okay. Yeah, so you're definitely like early 2000s.
Oh yeah, like hold up. Let me pull up a picture. I know they can't see it, but like I'll post it on Instagram. Like this. That's what I wanted my hair to be in like middle school. And like if honestly
So you basically want to be Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, but just with like the choppier bangs. Like I don't know. Something about it I just really wanted to do it. Also sorry, my brother just came down.
I saw. It's okay.
Bangs aren't bad.
Bangs never work out. It's not that bangs aren't bad. It's just that bangs don't work
Tell Zooey
out.
Deschanel that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there's people. It works.
Do you think it would work
It's
on
a
McKenna?
thing.
Oh god no.
Sure.
No, I have cowlicks. That
Do
would
it.
look horrible.
Just curl it up every day.
Okay.
All
You
right.
can have like the little swoop.
I enjoy that we
So
talked
dope.
about fashion and no one knows what we look like.
That's funny. Well, I'll post a
Well,
picture
just
of
so
us.
everyone knows,
Oh, you're gonna...
I'm ugly.
No, you're not.
we're changing the...
Kenna's pretty cute, and Sean's really sexy.
okay, so
That's
we're
all you
changing the name of the podcast to Ugly, Cute, and Sexy. Got it.
Yep, there you go. Coming to a new podcast near you.
A
Yeah.
new podcast?
Yeah.
It's coming to a new podcast. Okay, fair enough.
Near you.
This is just gonna be our spin-off version where we just talk about fashion all day.
I mean, I'd be
City-
totally down for
Yeah, once
that.
we get big enough and we get all the fashion deals and everything.
We'll just send each other like boxes of. You'll probably look good in this, or you look horrid in this.
Juicy Couture,
One or
please
two.
sponsor
All
me.
we need is,
Crocs, please sponsor me.
I was
Crocs.
gonna say, we just need Thread Beast. Thread Beast is all about sending
That's
that
right.
every
I
month.
forgot about Thread Beast. Yeah, that'd actually be something that'd make a good video, of just like having other people
Yeah.
pick out your styles.
Oh man, I'm scared.
The
I feel
viewers
like
better
everyone would make
be-
me look like a pirate.
They
or
better
something.
give me Scene Kid aesthetic, or it's game over. Period.
No, I was
No.
like, I'm
getting-
referring to like us picking out the style for you.
Oh, but then I got your guys' style. All right.
That's even better. Because I'm definitely gonna make Kenna look like a Karen.
Oh my god.
No, the fuck you're not.
Yep, straight Karen.
I can even have Kirsten do like photos of it. That'd be so great. To, like
It'd
do
be
a
funny.
full-on photo shoot with it. That'd be great.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, we'll work on it. I'll run the idea by Kirsten, see what she thinks, and
Okay, well, speaking of which, we totally got way off the rails.
Yeah,
on
we
that. We're still in. How about
Yeah,
this?
we were-
Okay, so yes, white chicks. I'd say, man, like
Out of how many white chicks?
probably 8 white chicks out of 10.
I'd say about the same. I'd probably say about 8.5. Honestly, I
Good
thought the movie was
taste.
very good. The biggest issue that I had with it was the prosthetics, but I can see that it can be satirical and
And keep in mind, this is also in
like
like the early 2000s. It was like 04 is when it came out. So the prosthetics were like
yeah,
just like
that's fair.
coming together.
Well, I don't know. They'd already done like, what's the Eddie Murphy movie? Nutty Professor. They'd already done Big Mom's House. So I mean,
I don't know.
kind of already a thing, but yeah, understandable.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to talk about news next?
No, I want to give you a movie to
Oh
watch.
yeah, I
before-
forgot. We have to suggest a movie.
This is what I'm saying. Like we got
Wow.
so off the rails there.
Listen,
Let me do my part. Okay, so I watched this movie for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's called Red Line. My roommate at home, Gio, showed it to me, and it's probably one of the best anime movies I've ever seen in my life. Like it's up there, better, almost better than like Spirited Away or any of the Miyazaki movies. So if you've ever seen like Death Race,
Mm-mm.
where it's like you got these cars, they go on a race, and they've got like weapons on
Right.
them, and they like, yeah. What about like Wacky Races?
Yes.
Have you seen Wacky Races? Kind of.
No.
You uncultured swine.
do you get the
Okay.
concept?
I
Basically
mean,
a
yeah,
bunch of
like
You get the
people
concept
racing.
of what it is.
so advanced Mario Kart. Got it.
Yeah, basically yes. But they're like actual cars and stuff like that.
So is it like Speed
So-
Racer?
This, yeah, okay, Speed
Speed
Racer.
Racer
That's
is
good.
a
Good.
decent analogy.
Yes, this is way more hardcore and just 10 times better, I think. So every 5 years, there's a race called the Red Line held, and it has the universe's most anticipated competition. But there's only one rule, of course, that there are no rules. So it's just one of those things where a bunch of drivers from all over the universe get together to do this race every 5 years. And this year it's held on Robo World. It goes to a different place every year. And Robo World doesn't want it to happen. So they got this big military presence there that's going to like basically try to stop the race. So you've got the race competitors trying to just do it while they're getting shot at and everything going on with that. And it's a lot of different characters in it. They've got a lot of different alien species, a lot of different just visuals and stuff that I
Nice.
think makes the movie really interesting. You kind of just get thrown into it in the middle of a yellow line race at the beginning, which is kind of like the qualifier to get into the red line. So I don't know. It's just really good movie. A lot of good voice acting. If you're a big anime watcher, you'll probably recognize some of the voices.
Is it sub or dub?
Both. It's both. I watched the dub, just because I didn't want to read subtitles. But it's got a really good soundtrack. It's one of those like electric punk discotheque music things going on. So I mean, it's great to just turn the volume up and let it go for an hour and a half, and really good. It's all hand drawn too. It took 7 years to create, and it has more than 100,000 frames. So it's just very detailed, very cool. I'm always a stickler for things that are hand drawn. I think they look a lot better than the CGI. So you guys are in for a treat. It's a really good one. I think you guys are gonna like
What's
it.
it on?
I pirated it.
Of course you did.
So
The FBI's gonna
pick your poison.
the FBI will come after you.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. So my thought immediately goes to pod racing mixed with wacky races.
Literally, if I even talked about this with my friend Gio, it's basically if Star Wars 1 was all just pod racing,
I'm down.
which was the best part of that movie, must say. Phantom Menace, the best
I
part
disagree.
was the pod
I
racing.
disagree.
I
but
hated
that's just
Star
me.
Wars.
Yeah, we know, Kenna.
I
Just
hated
shush.
it.
The boys are talking.
The boys are talking right now, Kim. Just hold your head.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good
So-
movie. If you've ever seen Space Dandy,
No.
Yep.
no, okay, it's basically the main guy in Space Dandy is basically the main dude in Redline, and it just is wacky and crazy and a good time.
Is it funny?
Okay.
Yes, and there's even hot girls in it just for you, Kenna.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Oh. So you said that you think that the best part of the Phantom Menace was pod racing. I know this is a little bit off.
It was definitely the pod race.
I disagree with you completely.
Are you gonna say it was the Duel of Two-Face?
Absolutely, I'm gonna say it's a Duel of Fates.
I don't know, man.
have
That
no
thing
idea
went on
what
for
they're
so
talking
long.
about.
Maybe if it was all.
But I think that's what's so unique about it is like it was choreographed so perfectly.
Did you hear the story behind that? It was so well choreographed that they actually had to slow it down because otherwise they couldn't tell what was going on.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, there was a lot
Yeah.
going on in that.
They literally told Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson to be like, y'all need to take it down a
Tone
notch.
it down, boys.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're too good.
Well, it just goes to that idea of like it wasn't CGI. It's these guys spending hours upon hours learning these moves, and because they didn't use stunt doubles, that was them learning it.
Yep, it was the real deal.
And the soundtrack to it is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I just more think the pod race is all at once in the like beginning-ish of the movie, so that's what carries the movie to that point where you get to Duel of Fates. Because otherwise, I don't know, that's probably the one I hate the most, to be completely honest.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Are you talking of
I went when they
of the prequels or
I
of
don't know,
all of them?
I haven't seen the newest one, and the Rise of Skywalker. Was that the eighth
Yeah.
one? Yeah, that one sucks. That's like right up there. Those are the
No.
two worst Star Wars movies.
Rise
of
of
all time.
Skywalker was the third one, right?
Okay, well, whichever one's in the middle where Luke dies or whatever. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You really didn't like that one?
No, it was terrible. Like they could have ended that in so many different ways, and instead they were just like they ended in a stupid way. I don't want to spoil anything, I guess, because even though I just said
Yeah. I was about to say.
whatever.
spoil it.
I'll just be quiet.
I don't know. I think that the sequels get a lot of the newer ones get a lot of hate, but I think that they're not.
Just not that good. The story writing sucked. Like I saw an interview with George Lucas talking about how he helped write the beginning, like the first movie,
Right.
The Force Awakens, and then they were gonna follow this whole storyline, and then they just completely flipped it in that second movie, and did this whole thing with Rey and
Right.
what's his
Kylo.
face, Kylo Ren, and then they try to go back to it in the third movie, but it doesn't work out, and it's just like, why didn't you just do what you should have at the beginning? It would have been fine.
I think that if it didn't have the Star Wars branding on it, the movies would have been received completely different. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like because I looked at it as a standalone movie, like I looked at what was the one right in between, right after Force Awakens, but it's right in between 3 and 4?
Rogue One?
Rogue One. I
No, well, in between 3 and 4.
Yeah, it would have been Rogue One. It's right before Episode 4. But yeah, Rogue One. I looked at that movie and went, it doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie. I know the importance of it in the Star Wars universe, but the actual writing to it didn't feel like a Star Wars movie.
Wow. See, I think that's the best one they've made.
Oh no, I don't disagree. I think it's a great movie, but I didn't feel like what I did when I watched 4, 5, and 6, or like what I did when I watched 1, 2, and 3, as far as the Star Wars aspect of it.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing, though. Star Wars needs to change.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing they're doing with Mandalorian right now is just, like, mind-blowing. It's so good. It's literally, like, such a good show. And I just hope that they take from that and continue on making new stories. Or maybe, just getting away from the whole Skywalker thing and maybe just creating new characters and doing something completely different. Like, let's get like a Sith movie. I want just a Sith-centered movie that's like rated R and like hardcore and like scary. But
I could deal with a Darth Vader movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I could deal with a Darth Vader that was like the end of Rogue One.
Exactly.
If they could make an entire Darth Vader movie that was just like the end of Rogue One, which is basically the first part of A New Hope.
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't do it from there, but there's so much like content and comic books made just centered around like Darth Vader's missions and stuff.
That's what I'm referring to. Just that
it's
style,
like, why not just
that absolute
exactly.
rage that is Darth Vader, that scariness. Everyone talks about how scary Darth Vader is, but they haven't shown that. The first time I felt like they showed it was in the end of Rogue One.
Which that scene was so badass.
So
it gave me chills. It was so good. Yeah, they definitely need to do some more things like that. So we'll see if they continue to wreck the franchise or maybe do a little bit
I don't think they're planning on another... No, they're planning on a Solo too, aren't they?
I don't know about that.
Did you ever watch Solo? I didn't watch Solo.
Yes. Also a very good movie, but... They did the thing again where they have really good writing at the beginning, and then they, like, I don't know, either they forget that they have to end the movie, or they just, like, are dumb, but they end it badly. It's, like, rushed.
Right.
It's like they write all this really good stuff out, and then, like, oh, fuck, we've only got 20 minutes left. Let's try to, give it an ending. And it's like, no.
That's not how this works.
Is not how you do that. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah,
they definitely left it open for a second.
I think they were making
Solo,
a second one, which I don't think is a bad idea, because I think the actor that played Solo and Lando was really good. Obviously,
well, Donald Glover's amazing.
I was about to say, obviously it's Donald Glover, but
I love him.
Yeah. Have you seen Solo, Makenna?
No, but I like Donald Glover because he's Childish Gambino.
Okay. He is Childish Gambino. Yes, that is a character he plays. He also plays Simba.
He's so much more than Childish Gambino.
I know.
I know, but like I know
he's in Community. He's oh my goodness. He's in Atlanta. Have you ever seen Atlanta?
I haven't. No.
It's one of the best shows on FX. That's Fox. Yeah. It's kind of Fox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna educate both of you.
Okay. Eventually.
Okay. All right.
So you want to talk about some news, Hunter?
News. Let me tell you what's going on in news. There's a lot. So, today, in the world of news, it marked the official launch of To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science, which is an innovative public benefit corporation which will advance research into unexplained phenomena and develop related technology. So, the big deal about this corporation is it's headed by 3 former high-level officials and scientists that have deep black experience. So what that means basically is they have dealt into the government's secrets and secret tests and things for years and years now. So the 3 people that are heading it, there's Luis Elizondo, who has worked in the U.S. Army, the Department of Defense, the National Counterintelligence Executive, and the Director of National Intelligence. Then there's Stephen Justice, who's worked for 31 years as a Program Director for Advanced Systems at Lockheed Martin, and Chris Mellon, who served as a Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence for 2 administrations. Now, all three of these men have confirmed that there is credible evidence of unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs, which I guess
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
cool way of saying UFOs, unidentified
yeah.
flying objects. So I'm going to read a little bit from the article that I read just to let you guys see what I'm seeing, because
I
it's
fucking
kind of
love
crazy what they're
aliens.
talking about here.
Why?
So,
Did you say
hold
why?
on. Just let me read this first.
Yeah, let him read this, and I'll ask you.
So, Chris Mellon, he was on the USS Nimitz, which was part of an incident in 2004 where something was detected on two separate radars. So what he says is two F-18s approach. The four aviators see that the object has no wings or exhaust. It is white, oblong, some 40 foot long, and perhaps 12 feet thick. He said one pilot pursues the craft while his wingman stays high. The pilots are astonished to see the object suddenly reorientate itself toward the approaching F-18s. In a series of discrete tumbling maneuvers that seem to defy the laws of physics, the object takes a position directly behind the approaching F-18s. Then they go on to talk about it occurred in broad daylight off the California coast, and gun camera footage was taken. At one point, the object went from hovering at 80,000 feet to dropping at supersonic speeds and came to a complete stop at 50 feet above the ocean. Um, Basically, they talk about how they have no idea what that is, but with these three men joining this coalition, their plan is to compile all of the video evidence, and not like the shitty video evidence where it's all like looks bad, like the crystal clear video. They're going to put it all together and be able to give it for public release. But basically what they're saying is the fact is we might not necessarily be alone. Now is the time to move forward and try to answer some of life's deepest mysteries. And they say no one person, one government, or one hidden institution should own this information and technology. So, needless to say, I don't know. Either there's aliens out there, or there's just some country that has crazy technology that we have not seen in the public eye yet. But the U.S. government knows all about it, so we're gonna find out here soon what's going on with all that.
Okay, so I have a few follow-up questions.
A lot to unpack. I know.
Yeah. So first off, did you say the U.S. Nimitz?
USS Nimitz, yes.
Okay, so that is it's an aircraft carrier. For anyone that doesn't know, I know just because of a reason I'll disclose here in a minute. It's a USS aircraft carrier that after it got basically retired, it became a classification of a ship, the Nimitz class cruisers. The only reason I know that is because my grandfather actually worked on the Nimitz.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Was he there in the 2004 incident?
I don't know. I don't remember when my grandfather's been around a while.
Okay. Sure.
I don't think he was there in 2004, but I could be mistaken because I think he was working for Raytheon at the time. But my grandfather has
Maybe.
a lot of classifications. Like, see, what is it? It's I can't think of the name. Like code word clearance. He had code word clearance for at one point.
So is your dad an alien?
No, this
Or
is my
your
grandfather.
grandpa, sorry.
Yeah. No, I just think it's interesting because the Nimitz has gone through a lot in its lifetime. Like some of the stories he's described to me are very interesting, and this is now another story that's coming from the Nimitz, and that's really kind of unique that this one aircraft carrier has seen so much. And it makes me think of like,
I guess
if this is just one ship, then what do other ships go through?
well, this is why I think it's interesting that we're finally getting some people that, normally stay in the dark and don't come out about these things. They're no longer employed by the U.S. government, so they are allowed to do whatever they want. So hopefully, they're not going to get like assassinated or anything, but
I guarantee they got permission.
Things will start coming to light.
So much.
I guarantee
Well,
they got
they
permission
had to have,
before
like-
saying, yeah.
Well, a lot of things have been happening lately too, with the whole U.S. government releasing videos and stuff, and basically confirming that
Right.
yes, there are unidentified aircrafts out in our system, but who knows who they're operating or who they're operated by. But
Invader
it's
Zim.
interesting. It's
That's
interesting
it.
things.
Okay. Second follow-up question.
Mhm.
For Makenna,
Yeah.
you are excited about aliens. We kind of talked about this last time.
Yeah, because
Why
like
are you so excited about? Yeah, okay, go for it.
because they're cool and like I don't know, just like there's no way. I know we said this last time. I'm gonna say it again. There's no way that we are the only life forms in this entire galaxy. Honestly, like if Invader Zim is real, if you don't know what Invader Zim is, it was like a kids show back in the day. But like, I'm not gonna complain. I wouldn't complain at all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It freaks me out to think about these things, and it brings up a question that I've asked my family and I've asked a lot of people before. McKenna, you looks like you got something to say.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Alien boys
Alien boys?
with tentacles. With tentacles.
Alien boys.
In reference to what?
Oh, dear God.
Hot alien boys
You
with
into that
tentacles.
So what you're saying is you're leaving Hunter for hot alien boys with tentacles.
Hot alien boy hunter. There you go.
Okay, cool.
Hunter, are you an alien?
I didn't know I had to go get I didn't know I had to get tentacle surgery, but I guess I got to put that on my
To-do
list of things to do now.
Okay, so this brings up a question that I've asked my family and asked a lot of people. Do you feel like the government hides things for us for our own safety?
100%.
Yeah,
100
well,
fucking percent. I don't trust the government.
I don't know if I'd say it's for our safety. It's more to control the narrative. But I will say if we just had video of crazy spaceships and stuff going around all the time, like there'd be mass panic. People would freak the hell out.
100%.
Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing that, we haven't seen it, but also, yeah, it kind of sucks.
So we talked a little bit about the West Wing last time. And there was a quote that CJ, who is the press secretary from West Wing, said in a recent episode that I watched. That says that she trusts the government. She has trust in the government because there's so many people working in the White House and in the government that if something this big were true, it would be leaked so fast. And so,
well, I think that it's not
go for it.
common knowledge. Like, I know what you're saying, but like not everyone just knows about the alien shit. Like, there's only a team of people wherever they're at that have the clearance to that, and they're like monitored their whole lives. I assume that's how it works. Like, you're not just gonna have, your average run-of-the-mill White House employee being like, I read the Area 66 or whatever documents the other day. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
That's fair. I think just at this point, which it may be something I've never delved into it, but I think at this point you'd have one that would have spoke or given out documents or something, right? And there probably is at some point.
Yeah. But they weren't listened to, or they were silenced,
right.
or everything was redacted.
Right. So it's really just a matter
that's
of
why
what do you think is actually happening?
Well, that's why I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens with this whole initiative thing and what they actually start releasing and everything. But it should be pretty interesting to see what they do show. I mean, if they've got videos and stuff of actual, like, fighter jets trying to chase down objects, I mean, that's pretty cool.
So are they just focusing
nice that they finally trust us with that.
Are they just focusing on
It's
aliens?
more on the unidentifiable aerial phenomenon.
So yeah, then it'd be more just focused on like UFOs and aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, UFOs and aliens aren't really like they're not correlated.
Right.
Yeah, as what you're saying, like UFOs mean unidentifiable flying objects, which is basically the same thing as unidentifiable aerial phenomenons. So it has nothing to do with the actual person piloting it. It just is the object itself.
Yeah, because a UFO could have been a drone or something. It could have been a blimp at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
They just didn't know what it was. They couldn't identify what it was from
Sorry,
from what
guys,
it's
it's my
anyway.
UFO. I forgot to
Right.
park it. You know.
Well, and it brings up that question of like, did we ever have grand leaps of technology that we can go, well, how did we get to this point? Well, we really don't know, you know? Because obviously, if we found and we captured a UFO or something like that, and we're keeping it, and we're going to be studying it, we're going to be trying to trace it back, and it's like, is it too complicated for our understanding? And we just haven't like used this leap, or you know, what's the situation going on?
That's the part of the initiative that they're doing right now with this whole coalition, though, is they're basically saying one country can't just hoard all this information and technology. They have to share it and make it common knowledge, so that way we can make advancements and everything in our life and technology. Because, I mean, if they just... there's probably hundreds and thousands of tests that they do in the U.S. government every year that are just secret. And if they would just open it up maybe and make it a little bit more mainstream, we could maybe make some of the science fiction technology that we've been dreaming about for the last 20, 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, flying cars.
Do you want
I don't
flying car?
Oh my god, like literally I was obsessed when I was a kid
What?
I was obsessed with the Jetsons. So like if I could have a flying fucking car. It'd be great.
Okay, so then let me ask you this question, McKenna.
Yes.
If they were to develop flying cars, would it be the same permit test as driving a normal vehicle, or would you have to have an aviation license? Like to
I feel like
fly a
it'd be
plane?
I feel like it'd be an aviation license.
Okay.
That
But how
sucks
do
for
you
me.
work?
I can't get one.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does that work for the masses? Because there are a number of people that can't get an aviation license, or it's not like it's easy to get an aviation license. It's hundreds upon hundreds of hours of flight training.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems improbable for sure. It's a lot to do, but I can't get an aviation license because I'm colorblind, so I don't care. I'll still fly one.
It's not that I think it's improbable. I think it's absolutely probable that they're like, yeah, you are required, especially early on, you are required to get an aviation license. But once they start
Yeah, but you
releasing the
realize
technology to the masses, it's like, people are gonna want these things. You're gonna have to redefine what an aviation license is and who can use it.
I think it more comes down to is it just isn't probable with the actual function of a floating or flying car. Just because what you can, where's the air traffic going to be? Like, you're just going to be flying around willy-nilly on different planes of gravity, just going up and down? Or, like, I don't know, I feel like
I'm
it's
not gonna lie to you. I have
a
to pee
fucking
so
mess.
bad. I've been holding it this entire time. I will be right back.
Well, we're almost done. Let us sign off
Yeah,
real quick. Jeez.
Just hold
Oh my
on.
god. Okay.
So that was news. Then the last thing we got to talk about is
That's all I got.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, well, do you want to just save it for next week's episode so you can actually talk about the game after playing
We
it?
can absolutely save it for next week's episode, because as soon as we sign off here, I'm going to be playing it and playing the crap out of it, because it just came out today at 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time, and it's now 9:15, and I have not yet played a single minute of this game. Haven't even loaded it up.
Well,
Ooh,
with that
Grimes
being
is in it.
said, let's go ahead and get Sean onto that game then. No, Keanu Reeves is in it.
Grimes is in it too. I love her. That's my woman.
Anyways,
She doesn't know it
I've
yet.
been Hunter.
I've been
Sean.
Kenna.
We said that at the same time.
Jinx.
Have you been? Have you been Kenna?
I mean, I've been drunk Kenna. But like,
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.